Hi, I'm Erik Linask here in the TMC newsroom. We're coming to you today from IT Expo West in Los Angeles. We're here at the LA Convention Center. I'm talking today with Albert Chu from Access Systems. Albert, good morning, welcome, good to see you.
Good morning, great to be here.
You were actually on a panel just not long ago that I moderated this morning at the show. There were some interesting points that you made, really talking about, the topic was the connected generation. Welcome to the connected generation. What are some of the big things that you're seeing as far as people becoming more connected, us as a connected generation with the devices, the different access means? What are you seeing?
Yeah, well, it's first of all, indeed, welcome to the connected generation. We are all definitely connected. I think, as you mentioned this morning, connected doesn't mean necessarily simplifying. It actually means that you may indeed be carrying more devices than you wanted to. But all that is good, because I think what it means is that truly anytime, any place, anywhere, you will have access to the cloud, to a set of services, to things that you probably couldn't do as easily, as quickly, as efficiently as before. And also, as I mentioned this morning, the company that I work for, Access, we have shipped over 900 million embedded browsers, for example, on mobile phones, but our biggest growth is actually in the area of connected consumer devices. So now we're seeing TVs connected to the internet, e-book readers like the Kindle connected to the internet, portable game stations, portable PSPs from Sony, for example, connected to the internet. All these will require software, and that's what our heritage has been. Access has been providing software for all these devices. So we're seeing really a proliferation of devices connected to the internet, so that not only can you be connected anytime, anywhere, but also another very interesting thing that we're seeing is that devices are now talking to each other. And that interconnectivity is probably going to be the next topic that will be of interest to this industry.
So that's a great point, and that machine-to-machine communication is going to be it's going to be huge. We've got a co-located event here at IT Expo, M2M Evolution as well. Is that the next great opportunity for the industry, M2M?
I think certainly in terms of scale, that is definitely a huge opportunity. Imagine today, we're already seeing billions of smartphones and just normal phones being deployed. By here in the penetration in the U.S. is over 80% of people carry a phone with them. But imagine that a decade from now, what's happening is that every person in the U.S. will have more than 3 or 4 devices, maybe 5 devices that they have that are connected to the internet. It could be the phone, it could be your PC, it could be a tablet, it could be an e-book reader, it could be your digital TV, it could be everything that you will own, maybe 5, 7 devices. So that multiplied out will mean literally billions of devices worldwide, and that is going to be a huge scale in terms of how it is that we manage those devices, how are these devices, what are they going to be talking about, how are they going to be communicating to the cloud, and the whole ecosystem that's going to be behind this whole M2M is a significant opportunity.
What is the impact going to be on the service provider, the carrier market?
Well, I think the carriers are already very much promoting that. I think, as you probably see, many of the operators here in the U.S. and certainly internationally have business units that are being formed to address specifically this M2M segment. I think right now we're really at the beginning of that growth curve. Initially, a lot of the M2M data, for example, is really leveraging incremental data that is already not taking up network capacity, but rather incremental capacity to the network. Maybe on times where the network is not in use, it's actually optimizing the network. However, as we move on and we see more and more of these machine-to-machine communications proliferate, I think we will see that it's going to be a whole host of opportunities for these carriers to manage the service, to really add intelligence to that network, and it's really today is just the beginning of what that era could really portend.
with all the devices that you talk about, all the M2M communications that we've discussed, is there a danger of us becoming too connected?
Well, I think there is, and I think the ultimate test was when you are now, I think you actually had mentioned that somebody was doing a test of 30,000 foot video conferencing.
Mm-hmm.
I think, it used to be when you fly to Europe or to Japan, that was your moment of zen, right? You had 8 hours, 12 hours of not having to worry about being connected. Maybe not any longer. I think that may be when you've been too connected.
So we're all going to have to go look for our moment of zen somewhere else now. We can't do it on our flights.
Exactly, exactly.
Well, Albert, it's been a great pleasure talking to you again here at IT Expo West with Albert Chu from Access Systems. Albert, have a great show, and thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you very much.